Lynx is the solar system's largest and most successful business because everyone who works for it is basically a slave.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Thank you. I don't believe it for a moment, but thank you. Home, sweet home. Okay, so we've got a couple of things that I actually need to look at. I want my sugar cubes, but I don't get them. All right, employee terminal. In the first taste, a couple of messages popped up. There was a little bit of story progress because I made rank 10. However, also, also some shenanigans regarding animal husbandry. Well, not shenanigans so much as Kai waxing whimsical about the version of life that could have been. Nevertheless, we've got some new unlocks, so let's have a quick look. Systems ECU. Alright, Ship Systems Environmental Control Unit. You are now authorized to work on salvage containing environmental control units. These units control the atmosphere and pressure levels inside the ship. To properly extract an ECU, open its access panel. Okay. Remove the connected coolant canister. The ECU will now be safe to salvage. Okay, so it's got a coolant canister inside. If I pull that out, it's going to explode. Watch out for coolant leaks, as these can adversely affect the body temperature and the stability of salvage material. Okay. Next up, Reactor Class 2. You're now authorized to work on salvage containing Class 2 reactors. These reactors are connected to an environmental control unit, ECU, and long-range thrusters. Shipbreakers must disconnect the ECU and thrusters before extracting the reactor. Failure to follow these steps will result in a faster meltdown sequence. Meltdowns can affect shift profits and may result in demerit to your employee record, and maybe you dying. Okay, so I've got to disconnect the ECU and the thrusters before pulling that out. Rightio. But does doing... I worry about disabling the coolant unit on the reactor while it's still there. I'm not sure about that. That sounds like a good way for me to be very stressed about how much time I've got left before not blowing up. The Demeter Paulson era, 2255 to 2289. Demeter Paulson was an unwavering and clever business person who, under her father, Exeter Paulson, worked as a senior advisor before inevitably inheriting the CEO position of Lynx Corp in 2238. Long tutored by her father, she had a vision for Lynx to be the foremost and de facto provider of many off-world industries, including salvage, transport, manufacturing, and accommodation. With a long view to success, she cleverly offered Lynx services at prices which competitors could not match. Once the position and reliance on Lynx had been established, she returned prices to profit-making levels. In a matter of years, Demeter had made Lynx not only the greatest name in the key off-world industries, but also the only name in some cases. Demeter's vision opened up opportunities for the mass of poor, uneducated, and jobless folks across the colonies, giving them a chance at a better life. She then turned her acumen to bolstering the existing Lynx workforce. In 2283, Lynx acquired Janma Bioworks, a company focused on technology that could preserve and regenerate the body and mind. With the goal to reduce worker overhead and turnaround, this acquisition would eventually result in the vital Everworks asset replacement program that protects Lynx employees every day. Up next, the guidance of Megan Rye Paulson, 2289 to present. My lord. My lord. All right. Disconnecting the thruster requires power. A nightmare. Well played there. Thank you very much. I will still probably forget, but I do appreciate. So in this game, you're super lucky. Arbitered Vehicle Exterminator. Yes. I'm going to go with yes on that one. Slave is a strong word, Aavak, but it's the right word. Wow, Aavak stream can start when the sun is up? I never knew. Look, just because the sun and I have a rocky relationship doesn't mean I'm not active during the times when the sun is. So they basically created a monopoly. Yeah, that's not exactly It's not basically, it's exactly what they did, yes. Oh, actually, I need to check on Ship Doctor. What do I need?
Hi, it looks like you're trying to operate on your ship. Would you
I
like
am.
help with that?
Industrial hoists and communications array. So I need circuits and rods for the next bit. Alright, circuits and rods. Oh. Also, from here or from there, I need to look up. That one has got something in it, so it's not mine. But I need to look somewhat up from here to see if I can spot a hab with my little ship docked to the side of it. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be kind of nice to do. Also, listen to that. Just ignore the kind of jukebox sound in the background, but just listen to that bit. I'm not sure how well this is coming through on stream. I'm talking a little bit softer right now, just so you can hear the music in the background. But is this giving anyone else EVE Online vibes? Listening to those soft notes, doesn't that just kind of remind you of below the asteroids? Sat there in your Hulk, just quietly eating an entire asteroid belt? No worries, just that soothing hum of your mining lasers. Let that wash over you, chat. This is a morning stream. This is a chill stream. This is why we're here. Just let it wash over you. So good. Okay. I can fall asleep like this. Yeah, honestly, as much as as much as EVE Online is like a game known for being a little bit anxiety-inducing for some people, I found it incredibly comforting. And there are few times more comforting than being in the middle of wormhole space, mining quietly, just existing. I mean, obviously, you know, you keep your scanner open at all times, you know, just looking for someone who might be about to try and pounce on your face and eat you. But when there's nothing untoward on the scanner, it's a very, very relaxing time just being out in the middle of wormhole space, because the odds of someone finding you very slim. Then pirates come to ruin your day, or maybe you ruin the day of other people. Who knows? You know, it's just the way it is. That's Eve. Let's get everything repaired there. Now I've got 74 links tokens. Wow. I could upgrade my oxygen capacity even more, and I'm really tempted for that. An alternative is radio resynth. Improved fidelity of resynthesis. The tech now extends over a greater range, resynthesizing sounds from further away. I mean, that seems like it would be a useful thing for me to avoid badness and sadness. Specifically to avoid, you know, not realizing that I'm about to murderize myself. We don't have demo charges yet. The scanner, I've already got object mode and scan mode. I could increase the range, maybe. One thing I would like to do is make sure that all of my tools are a little bit more durable. Back with breakfast. What did I miss? Hey, Op Point Breaker. Welcome back. We just got to the game. I'm just looking through equipment. We've been chatting. I tried to give you as much time as I could, because I did say it was safe to go and get breakfast, but it did take a little bit of time. But we haven't jumped into a ship yet. I could increase my top speed, maybe, to 6 meters a second. I don't really feel that I need to. Braking, though. Currently, my top speed is 4 meters a second. If I increase my brake capacity to 5 meters a second... That is 5 meters a second per second. That gives me more braking potential than I've got thrust potential, which sounds like a good safety measure to me. Whenever I'm building a ship in Avorion, I prefer the ship to be able to slow down faster than it can accelerate. That's just a me thing, because I always play with it on difficulty where, you know, if I think about rubbing the nose of my ship against an asteroid, it will explode. So being able to stop very aggressively is generally a good idea. And I also don't like using inertial dampeners because that feels a little bit too much like space magic. I prefer to having thrusters that slow me down. Though, on that note, I do wish I could build main ship thrusters pointing a different way than forward. Like, I wish I didn't have to basically use rotational thrusters to slow down. But oh well. You know, there's something nice about having one big chonky spinal mounted reverse thruster just moving down the middle of the ship to be that, like, emergency stop, you know? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Yeah, we don't want to meet Splatvac, no. But I will drop... Well, maybe I'll drop this. There's a couple of other things that would be better. I can't afford the oxygen bump anymore, which is a shame, but I think being able to slow and not die is kind of more important. Charge, push, unlock, charge force. Number 1, replacement burst coil made from cutting-edge metamaterial allows for a considerably greater amount of force to be unleashed by the unstable Van der Waals field. I could give the better range. I could give better strength on the grapple, which would be nice. Tether module, I could get more tethers, which also would be nice. Tether lifetime would be super useful too. And then the laser cutter, of course. Smaller tuning adjustments to the laser cutter's onboard cooling system can be made to take better advantage of salvage bay's micro-atmosphere, decreasing cooldown times. We could give it a better heat buildup. I've never run into a problem with it reaching that buildup, so I'm not actually that worried about it, but I would say the cutter and the thruster are the things that I use the most, however. Like, a lot more than anything else, so I'm going to upgrade them, their durability first. There we go, and I've got enough then to upgrade the cutter as well. Let's get their durability down so I have to repair them less often. I generally accrue more repair kits than I use, but do I have... Does it ever tell me that I've got spare? Is there one, like, is there an easy way to see that I've got any available? Oh, I can upgrade you. Yes, let's go ahead and upgrade. Donk. Great. Another foil sticker. Let's pop you there. Donk. But I don't actually know if there is a way to find ones that I haven't placed yet. Stickers play. Ah, there we are. 1 of 1. That's what I was looking for. So stickers plays 0 of 1. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this sticker. I'm going to be honest, but if I'm going to put it anywhere, I guess it is going to be on this because it's literally someone cutting their head and their hand off. I suppose that's the correct one to put on the cutter. However, just use side thrusters to turn yourself mid-flight around by 180 degrees and then use your main... No, that's exactly what I do in Avorion, but I would love to be able to just mount... Like, I like being able to have design oversight, like, with as few restrictions as possible. It's one of the big things that I prefer in Distant Worlds 1 over Distant Worlds 2. In Distant Worlds 1, you can build any kind of ship, you can fit the stuff on. In Distant Worlds 2, there's hard points that are for specific things. And I wish that weren't the case, but I don't know. All of the stickers exactly fits. Exactly. Also, thank you very much for the 47 months, my lord. Arao, I'm doing well today. I hope you are as well. Okay, time for us to probably do a bit of training. Okay, I was going to start gaming, and then Aavak started. Trasher, welcome. We've completed this. I don't need to go back. There's nothing there for me to go back for, actually. So in terms of my training, well, we can do nothing else but go here. So let's go and find out about these reactor level 2s. If I die here, I'm going to be so sad. Hello.
All right, Cutter.
We're going to take our time with this.
First class 2 reactor. This one's not
quite as simple. Just pull it and barge it, right? Pretty straightforward.
Al, shut
Well,
up.
I'm sure head office would rather the reactor was in one piece. Pulling this beast without proper prep is a sure way to print yourself a receipt for a new spare. Sure, prep. But you're on the clock, don't forget. As I was
I
saying,
would like to introduce
like
Hal to
any
the furnace.
reactor, it'll melt down as soon as it's disconnected from its housing. And these Class 2s will melt down mighty quick unless you do two things first.
Okay.
First, release the connection to the thrusters. Second,
Right.
remove the coolant from the ship's Environmental Control Unit, or ECU. Or just cut a hole, pull it, and barge it.
I actually...
Make sure you clear an extraction route before doing anything, Cutter. Soon as
Thank you,
release the
Weaver.
thrusters and mess with the ECU coolant, that reactor will enter a controlled meltdown. Oh, and if you're having trouble finding everything, try using the systems mode of your scanner.
Roger, roger, roger. Okay, so this is not too bad. That's a big reactor over there. Okay. Oh, my lord. Is that a fuel tank? It is. Oh, that is. I bet that explodes really nice. Very well. But thankfully, other than the airlock, depressurized. Super useful. Systems. Okay. Oh, my God. The amount of fuel. Glorious, but terrifying at the same time. We've got electrical over here. I'm going to take my time with this because, you know, it is in training mode, so I don't have to worry about oxygen, fuel, like that. And that's mostly what that means I can just take my time to look at everything without having to be every 15 minutes.
Your
What?
gear's getting low. It's gonna start fighting you if you don't head back to the hab and make some repairs.
What? What? I just repair. What? This is my scanner? Scanner hit 74 durability. I didn't realize my scanner was that low. My lord. That scanner is going down stupid fast. Okay, in there we've got the ECU, reactor, and the thruster. And right there we've got a fuel pipe. Objects-wise, we've got a couple of things. Fuse, a couple of like loose bits and bobs, filters. It's an airlock. We've got all sorts of gubbins around here. Something in there. That is a computer terminal, which has got something on it I want. And over here we've got bunches of things that I could strip down as well if I really, really wanted to. I might take some of these apart and just pop them to the side and not break them down just yet. But first things first. I think what I would like to do is remove these amplifiers. That's a barge. High gain antenna, also a barge. So let's make a nice little cut down here. Oh, actually that'll do. And grab you. And we're gonna send you down there. Bye. I need you to reorient a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now I could have used a tether for that. I probably should have, honestly. This is a little bit too large for that. I don't know if the barge has got much or any... Oh, there we go. That answered the question. I was going to say I don't know if it's got much or any kind of pull on it, but that works. Let's send this one down as well. But this time I'm going to use a tether because that was kind of annoying. Alright, let's slow down about here. Whomp. Goodbye.
Tether supplies dropping.
What? I've got 5, it's fine. Ah! Don't smack me in the face, that's rude. Right, we've got nacelles over here that I kind of want to get rid of if I'm able. But maybe I should have a peek inside first. Let's head on in. Hello, ECU. Aavak, recommend doing the reactor last, as there is no timer until... Yeah, I know, Isham. It's similar to the other missions that I've done. I might not do it last, because it is kind of basically switching the game into a temporary creative mode. But it will be one of the last things I do. It might not be literally the last thing, though. I would like to take my time looking around and just properly exploring everything involved. That is a big, chunky boy, my lord. It is melting my helmet, though. That I don't approve of. Right, let's grab you. And yoink. Now, I could remove this early. And I kind of want to do that because I always forget to do it. And it's annoying. I always pull the power out before I've taken this out. So let's just do that ahead of time, even if I don't do anything else. Thruster ejection switch. There we go. Sorted. Now let's head on back out. I love these ships. I love how detailed they are, how much variance there is in them. Though that being said, I am aware there's only like 5 or 6 total ships in the game, which is a bit of an interesting choice, considering this is the game, like the main loop of the game. But from what I understand, there's, you know, a significant probability of getting extra ships in DLCs and things like that, and it does feel like this is the sort of game where there is a lot of effort made to make one of these ships. It's procedural in a kind of stamped way, and so there's probably a lot that goes into getting one of these that kind of makes sense and works right. So I completely understand that. Also, do you appreciate the sticker over the heat gauge? I like that. Alright, you need to come with me, Malado. Over here and down there. Alright, can I get you out, I wonder? The barge only has a pull after the item has gone past the border into the... Oh, right, so that border, I'm guessing you mean. Thank you very much for that, Idle. Oh, sorry, Ide? Lied? I'm not sure how I'm meant to enunciate your name. Recommend doing the reactor first, mostly because it would be funny. Fits, you scoundrel. Though I do kind of appreciate that. Right, can I give you a bit of a tug? I should be able to. Grab you there, and... let's bring you out, shall we? Okay, that's not quite the way I wanted it, but that'll do. Come on, out you come. No, that's not going to work. I could just tether it to the wall, but honestly, this is a little bit easier. Just give it a little tug. Just bring the whole thing clear in just a moment. And then I'm going to send you from this side down to the barge. Let's grab you about there. And off you go. Enjoy the trip. Oh, don't smack things though on the way. Thank you. There we are. Okay, sorted. So now I just need to disable the ECU and then remove the reactor. But before we do that, we are going to do a lot of other things. Namely, I'm going to leave that rear section until last. Let's just try and take this front section down first. Shipping crate. I can just yoink that off. That goes to the processor, but that does not get yoinked off. How much of you go... Well, okay, that's the only thing here that goes to the barge. So let's lift that off then. You are a very big boy. Can I coax you out a bit? Probably can. Oh, that might be a little bit too close. It's gonna touch it, but it's fine. And from here, I should be able to get you all the way down. Goodbye. How many more tethers I've got? I've got 2. It's fine. Should be more than enough. You're actually gonna be a little bit more of annoyance, but Let's tug you this away. I'm just pulsing the pull there. And as you can see, it's heavier than me, so it pulls me rather than the other way around. There we go.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
And now let's grab you there. And let's pop you over there. Probably the same down here as well. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to go and get more tethers.
Out of tethers.
Yep. That'll do. And I've got another one over on that side, and I can remove that entire section there as well. This reactor has removable walls around it. Make sure you pop those off before cutting the coolant so that you have direct... Oh, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I feel that the moment I turn off the coolant, just because it's a reactor, the moment it doesn't have coolant is when it's going to start going into meltdown. And it might be less quick than if I just yanked it out without shutting down the coolant properly, because there's probably some degree of like normal shutdown procedure there, that when I actually shut off the coolant, normally it powers down the reactor, but it's still going to, I imagine, go into meltdown. So I'm going to have an escape route already planned for that. There we go.
Tethers restored.
That's my plan at any rate. Whether it goes the way I want it to, we'll see. I mean, when I pull it off, it'll go into controlled meltdown, but I don't know for sure if that's what happens the moment the coolant is disconnected. Now, logic dictates that should be the case, but how logical the game is sometimes is up for debate. Whole thing can go down there. Well, that's going to be a bit of a pain. It's going to wallop the front of the ship, isn't it? No, but that was luck, not judgment. Duly noted. Right, the nacelles. Let's get these popped off. Now, the problem is, I would like to flush this fuel. Is there a way to flush the fuel? Because all of this feels like if I cut these, explosions happen. I'm guessing these lights are letting me know that there's fuel in the pipe. That's what I'm going to guess there. There's the furnace. That is a fuel clamp. Alright, let me pop on my scanner. Is there anything around here I can interact with? Don't see it if there is. See if there's something on the front. No. Well, that is a little bit of a frustration. It's quite the frustration, actually. How do I shut this down, then? There must be some way. There might be controls in perhaps the bridge or something like that, I'm guessing. Let's have a look. Oh, wait. There we go. I thought it would be somewhere around this section. Also, oh wow, I've got so many backseat passes. Let me scroll through these quickly. Mods, if you're there and I actually address one of the backseat passes, feel free to clear it for me. Probably during the day. I'll get rid of that one. You can take apart the entire ship before doing what they want to do without wasting O2 fuel time. Yes. Recommend doing the reactor last. Yeah, we covered that one. Recommend doing the reactor first. Once again, you scalawag you. Before cutting the nacelles free, make sure to hit the flush. Aha! Yes, thank you. I'm gonna be kind, and I'm gonna give you your points back because I worked that out before I read your backseat pass. Thank you. This reactor has removable walls around it. Make sure you pop those off before cutting the coolant. Yeah, will do. Oh, also, anything that you can pull off with the grappler will also be pulled off by tethers. Oh! I didn't know that. Thank you very much, Op Point Baker. That's super useful. That's super, super useful. There we go. There we are. Everything is now free. Perfect. Alright, you're now full of fuel. I'm going to guess that that is going to need to come off with you, but let's go ahead and just remove these pipes. I am hopeful that this is now going to be safe. If it is not, it was nice not exploding. No, we're good. Good. Let's make sure that I don't accidentally cut the pipes, and I'm right now in a position where I might. So let's cut this way. There. Right then. Let's remove... Oh, these pipe sections are going to actually be a pain in the backside to get out. So let's take the nacelles out first. Yeah, let's remove the nacelles first. That's probably wise. If you physically push the content into the barge processor furnace, it will go faster. Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. No, absolutely, yeah. That sounds like totally not troll advice. Okay. That is technically all part of the same thing. So this isn't... Yeah, now that's part of the same thing as well. So let's just remove that. That pipe is now free-floating. But this can go to the barge. Hold on. I should have probably done one of the lower ones first, but shh. Actually, no, there definitely are lower ones. Let's just take you free. What I may do is I might try and get fancy and hook that up to the nacelle down here and have it pull each other in. Shall we do fancy? Just for a little bit of a change of pace? I think we probably should. Let's move you. But yeah. Learning new ships, learning new systems, that's going to take me a little bit of time, but then I'll get overconfident and I'll start speeding through things when I shouldn't otherwise, and you'll get to enjoy watching me almost blow myself up several times. But for now, taking things nice and carefully. Right. You are going to come down here in a chain. Whomp to you, and whomp to you. Goodbye. Enjoy. Nice and easy. Let's go and take these ones out. Thank you. Fancy is fun until it's a bright light and a lot of debris. I mean, yes.
Salvage deposited.
There's definitely some sense to that. Maybe I should keep the fancy until I'm actually very confident about what I'm doing. But then, you see, somehow, the fancy that I do when I'm confident is more dangerous than the fancy I do when I'm being cautious. And I'm not confident at all. This is the way of the Aavak. Hello there. Now, once I have an opportunity to grab some of the bits and bobs that I need for my ship, I shall. But right now, I think we're just going to tug these free. Right. There you come. And you down here as well. There we go. Tether up. Goodbye. Whee. Uh-oh. 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 That was perhaps a little bit too close for comfort, if I'm going to be honest. These are nacelles, after all.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Right, what's next? I mean, the ship does have a pressurized airlock, which is a bit of a weird one. Into an area that isn't at all pressurized.
Credits
deposited.
Let's see if maybe we can't depressurize this area in one go without causing an issue. Ooh, some more posters. We've also got a circuit, which I need. Fantastic. I no longer need a circuit. I grabbed that poster during the first taste, so I'm not going to worry about that one too much. Yeah, if I want to go through there, I mean, I could open this, but it's going to flush whatever's inside. Oh, actually, no, it's an airlock. It'll pressurize it, or rather depressurize it. There we go. There we are. Actually, the airlock was the only thing on this entire ship that was pressurized. Float? What? Float in there. Oh. Hang in there. I like that. Oh. We definitely need that for the hab. That was cute. Alright, what are we looking at? Fairly certain that we can just remove this entire wall if we want. That goes to the barge. Let's go ahead and remove some bits then. There we are. Perfect. You're going down to the barge. And you are going straight in the direction you're currently going. Uh-oh. Damn it. I missed something on there. That was very silly of me. Knew I should have pulled that off first. 97,000 credits lost. Bit rubbish, but oh well.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
I very much dislike waste like that, but not a lot I can do about it now.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Grab you. We can start taking out the airlock. I mean, this is going to the processor, so I do want to remove anything that isn't destined. Is this a secret hatch? A smuggler bay. I like. Alright, Atmo regulator. That can go straight to the barge. Wall terminal.
Salvage accepted.
It is funny how annoyed I am, though, at having wasted that little bit there. Oh well. Let's grab you. You know what? Let me just tether that one. Goodbye. You're going to the barge as well.
Deposit accepted. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Now, is there anything else on this that I need, or can I remove the cockpit completely? I read Shipbreaker in the notification and made monkey noises. I'm so happy to catch the stream. Hello, mate. How you doing? The chamber under the cockpit seat are worth checking for salvage for your ship. Ah, okay. Well, there's nothing there right now, but duly noted. All of this is for the processor now. Is there stuff above that I need to be aware of? Kind of. I know that there's fuel over there, so let's not just randomly cut in that direction. I know it is almost certainly out of range, but, you know, just being a little bit more thoughtful will save us, you know, not exploding. I think that's just generally going to be smarter. I believe that these are... Yeah, they are... Oh, no, the whole thing there is free. Great. Right, you go in. I do feel bad about losing that a little bit, though. That's going to annoy me. I had to filter my brain for less strong words. That's how much it annoys me. Thankfully, they were all Welsh ones, so it wouldn't have actually mattered to you. Well, it would have mattered to like 1% of my audience. Well, actually, probably less than that. Let's grab you up. Whoop. Calm down. Whoa, 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 whoa. You were very eager. This ladder has places to be. People to see.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Wow, the strength of this grapple really hurls these things when I try to just tug them gently. Everyone would have asked what you meant, though. Yeah, no, exactly. So I wouldn't really have saved too much. Right. We've got in there a fuse, and in here a bunch of things. What was it I needed? Does it say? A rod found in an industrial host. Yeah, we're not going to find that here. That's fine. I could probably strip the side in its entirety. We could pop the front out, actually, and maybe then if I just remove that entire section, especially the three airlocks, I could just slide this whole furnace section out through the front. And then, because this is connected to a ring there, move this entire section into the processor in one go. I'm not really sure that I'm saving myself time with that, I'm going to be honest with you. But I want to do it anyway because it might be fun. But I need to make... Actually, I need to make sure there's no power... power cell just down there. Okay. We're not disconnecting that then. The reason why we're not disconnecting that is because if I do, that may well shut the power down over here. Huh. Yeah. I don't see a power system. Yeah, it looks like there's just that one battery in the entire ship. So we do not, repeat, do not want to disconnect that one yet. What I do want then is to disconnect... No, I think we might have to do the reactor first then. Not exactly where I wanted to be, but I guess we can. Question. Answer. Why does a reactor not power the ship? Okay, well, actually, I guess I don't really need to pause it. In many cases, like, all right, so let me answer it with a real-world analogy. A power plant is not directly powering the things in your home. That power is going through dozens of transformers, more than likely. So the energy coming out from a power plant is configured for long distance travel. The energy that's going into your home is not. That is stepped down many times. It's kind of the same. You wouldn't hook a reactor directly up to the internal energy like consumers of your ship, because the power coming out of that reactor would probably melt them. Instead, you're going to run it through several transformers, through batteries, so on and so forth. So more than likely, removing the power cell is probably some sort of combined transformer, I would assume, because of the way it functions within the game. The moment you take it out, everything powers down, whilst the reactor is still there. Right, we don't want to play with you just yet. What I would like is to remove walls/doors. The reactor is just over there. So I'm going to say... Yeah. We're going to want to take that floor out from the reactor room first. So that means squeaking in through here. I mean, this is just my guess within the game world, but that's the reality of how those sorts of things operate in real life. You know, you don't have power just going straight from a power plant to your house. It's going through many different steps before it gets there, and the things in your house wouldn't be able to work with the power plant. Sorry, the energy comes straight out of the power plant. It would be very much the wrong format. Okay, so I'm going to want to cut here. What I want to make sure is I don't completely disconnect this room from the rest of the ship. I only want to take off the bottom if I can. I could even possibly just cut through, but this is only connected. Yeah, it looks like I might be able to just remove the bottom by itself. Let's give it a shot.